Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Big Rob, the unapologetic polygamist. Just thought I'd send out a video this morning in regards to this nationwide school walkout that we've got going on here all over the countryside. I know there's a lot of different opinions about why they should walk out, how these youth have the right to protest, and so on, and they do. But there's some big issues here that I take personally. One, why were these children allowed to walk out of school? Okay? You want to set up some kind of a rally or protest on a weekend, that's fine, but taking time out of the public school education system to educate your children on a topic that they barely understand is ignorant and inept. And every parent that allows their child to do this should be smacked upside the head. Now, I understand that there's a lot of angst about gun violence and so on and so forth. What I find amazing is I was listening to a number of speakers across the country as these things were going on, and it seemed to me that most of the folks that are talking had brought up a lot of the topics that have been brought up over time. Bullying, mental illness, and so on. But they always brought it back to the guns. Why is that? It's almost like they want to have a mere mention of mental illness, but not let's deal with mental illness. How many of these children, let me ask you, really, how many of your children, how many parents out there have taught your children to, 1, respect authority, 2, respect each other, 3, respect their other students? So we got at least 2 generations of young people running around out here that have no respect for life. It's all about themselves. And it's ridiculous. But you're going to blame the gun. The gun that sat down and didn't do anything until somebody with a mental issue, depression, or was bullied to the point of where they had to feel like they had to come out at somebody, finally did something. Then all of a sudden we're going to get together and we're going to cry foul because the gun did it, right? You're ignorant. You're stupid. I want everybody to remember, it took 15 hijackers with 3 planes armed with box cutters to take 3 planes into the Twin Towers. Are we going to ban planes or box cutters? Really? These children should be in school. These children should be learning things that they're going to need in their life, not protesting in the streets. And it pisses me off that any parent, teacher, or school would allow our children, to be used as political pawns with the names like Bernie Sanders and Whoopi Goldberg, who really haven't done shit, and make them out to be some kind of representative of the country. Really? If you want to talk about gun safety, then talk about gun safety. But don't sit there with this false narrative, acting like you're protecting our children, and come up with all kinds of other garbage that has nothing to do with it, and then expect our young children to take their very uneducated minds and produce some kind of a movement. All you've done is failed our kids. That's all you've done. I, as a responsible parent, am sitting in front of my kids' school because I told my kids they are not to participate in such a thing because my kids will not be whored out or used in some kind of a political situation in order to help the left or the right. They are my children, and this is a school. We need to refocus ourselves, folks. The reality is, we failed. If you let your kids come out here and walk out, you failed. And what will you do on the next attack? And there will probably be one, sadly. One of these days, there's going to be one that doesn't involve a gun. Are you going to protest everything? Or are you going to raise your kids to be better people? Has nothing to do with the guns. It has to do with the respect for life. Try that. Try learning to respect each other. Try teaching your children to respect themselves instead of being a bunch of sniveling little crybabies. Quit messing with our rights and start doing things right. How about that? There's an idea. Maybe, just maybe, we can save these younger people from being as stupid, as ignorant as their parents are. This is Big Rob, the unapologetic polygamist, giving my opinion and telling all of you whiny asses in the streets protesting guns, fuck off.